Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Kengo. I am one of the educators at Liberty Science Center, and it's a pleasure to be supporting this wonderful event. In this video, we're going to go ahead and explain how you can make a maple seed model, which is going to help explore the concept of how maple seeds get the space they need to grow and survive, which is today's big question. Right? Now you might know a whole lot about maple seeds, right, or plants already. Some of the things we already might know is what they need to grow and survive generally, right? We might already know that they need sunlight and water and nutrients to help them grow and survive, right? Plants also need space, everyone. And what I mean by that is plants, when they grow on top of each other or next to each other, they end up fighting for the same resources, right? The same water and the same nutrient and the same sunlight. Now, how do plants get, or like the maple seed, how do they get the space they need to grow? Well, maple seeds have a special adaptation to them. They have the ability, based on their shape of their wings, and as when they're seeds, all right, based on their shape, when they fall from a tree, they go super slow, or they go relatively slow, right? And as they're getting pulled down to the ground by gravity, wind helps push those seeds further and further and further away from the tree, thanks to the shape of the maple seed's wings. All right? All right, so let me go ahead and show you what that looks like, and that, everybody, is called a vortex. And a vortex is just a whirling collection of water or air. Okay, much like you're seeing on the bottom of this screen on the right, okay, that is a vortex. We might have seen that vortex if we've ever drained the water from a bathtub. Okay? Now, besides talking about maple seeds, we're going to go ahead and jump in and make our very own, okay, as a group. Now, all you're going to need to do that is a piece of paper and a pair of scissors, okay, just like this. Now, there's two pieces of paper on your screen just because I wanted to show you that you can use any kind of piece of paper. It doesn't have to be a computer paper like the one I'm using. It could be a notebook paper or a piece of construction paper. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make the model you're seeing on the bottom right of your screen, right? So how are we going from this to this? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and walk you step by step on how to make that. So let's do the first step together. The first step, you're going to go ahead and take this side of your paper, either one, right? We're going to take the top point and bring it down to the bottom of our paper. Okay, and what we're going to want to look for is a little hill. Okay, so I'm going to press, make sure the bottom is touching. I'm going to look this way so I can see it really well. And don't worry, I'll show you when I'm done folding. And when I have that nice alignment, I'm going to fold along the crease until I get this shape. Okay? Now it's this shape I want because I'm going to be able to cut out this rectangle here. Right? That's our next piece. So I'm going from this to this, right? Folding along the crease, and now I'm going to cut out this rectangle. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to quickly cut it out, and now I'm going to put it under my document camera so that I can show you the next set of instructions. Okay? But all we're going to need is this piece. So all this extra paper that we have here, we can leave this for another experiment, right? So I'm going to put this underneath my document camera, but my table is white, so I'm going to go ahead and draw some lines around the border of this piece of paper so you can better see what I'm talking about, right? So let me go ahead and do that and switch to my other camera. Okay, here we go, right? I'm going to make our lighting a little better, right, Excellent. And as we go through, you're going to see how the maple seed we have here looks very similar to the maple seed over here, right? This real life maple seed, as well as the model we're making. Okay? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some lines, and those lines are where you're going to cut on your model. So look really closely how far down and how far to the middle I make my lines. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to make my line going from the top here towards the middle, and it's not going to go all the way to the middle, right? Just about there. Now I'm going to make two more lines leading to three cuts that we're going to make. One here and one here. Alright, so I'm going to take my scissor and I'm going to cut right from the top here towards the middle, right from this side towards the middle, and this side towards the middle. But notice how I didn't draw anything here, right? That's because I don't want to cut clean across my paper. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and use our scissor for the last time, because after we make these cuts, we're all done cutting. Okay? Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and cut right down the middle. I'm looking at my screen. I see that you can see what I'm trying to show you, which is great. Here and here. Right? Excellent. And here are our cuts. Right? We should have one over on this side, one little cut on this side, and one cut straight down the middle. Right? Now comes the folding. Now the folding we're going to do together just like the cutting. Alright? So the first step, let's start from the bottom and work our way up to the top. I'm going to fold both of these bottom pieces towards the middle. Kind of like a cupboard, right? If you have any cups in your kitchen, the doors kind of close just like this. Okay? Excellent. Now I'm going to take this bottom piece and I'm going to fold it towards the middle, right? Fold it up about halfway. Alright. Excellent. So when I turn it to the side, it should kind of look like a foot. Okay, and here's my foot. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it to the side, and I'm going to fold this part back to the other side. Right? Just a little bit. It's going to be a tiny fold. And when I let go, I'm going to be able to see that arrow, okay, that I want to look for. So it should look like this. Okay? Now we're about halfway there. Well, actually, we only have one more step. Okay? We only have one more step. Now that final step is to take the top parts of our model and fold those wings. One is going to go towards the front, and one is going to go towards the back. And if we made all our folds correctly when we let go, right, we should have the letter T. Right? Much like we're seeing on our screen. And there we go. Now we have our model. We can hold this high into the air, let it go, and it's going to be able to spin in that vortex. So let me go ahead and show you what that vortex spinning should look like. And here it is. Here's what we should see as we let go our model from high up in the air. Okay? We should see it spinning. And what you're seeing, the difference you're seeing from the one on the left to the one on the right is just the addition of a paper clip or a binder clip to the bottom of your model. So feel free to experiment. Try different arrangements, right, to see if you can make your model travel differently. All right? Now let's go ahead and wrap up, right? I hope that you had a lot of fun in this program, in this quick activity. I hope you have a lot of fun with your model and enjoy the rest of today's program. All right, take care everyone. Hope to see you at the Science Center very, very soon. Bye.